Have you ever opened a book in a foreign language, read a few pages and then just gave up? What if I told you that rereading the same story or reading a series you love could be one of the fastest way to actually learn a language? Here's the thing. Most learners pick up a random book and bam, unknown words everywhere, confusing sentences, and your brain hurts after a few pages. You're not bad at reading. The story is just working against you. Your brain is overloaded, and that's why you stop. The solution: book series, or any story you already know or love. Here is why it works so well. Reason 1. Familiar story, so less mental effort. You already know the plot and character, so your brain can focus on the language, not guessing what's happening. Even if you don't know the word for wand, you know Harry is holding something magical. Reason 2. Repeated vocabulary. Series reuse the same words, names, and expressions over and over. That repetition is how vocabulary sticks without memorization. Reason 3. Motivation. You naturally read more because you care about the character and story. You want to keep going. Cliffhangers aren't just exciting. They are your secret learning tool. Reason number 4. Build a foundation with each book. The first book lays the foundation. Characters, setting, basic plot. By book 2 or 3, you already know who's who and what's happening. That familiarity makes it much easier to follow the story. Even as language gets harder, each book builds on the last, so your comprehension grows naturally, like leveling up in a game. Reason number 5. Longer reading sessions without headaches. At first, you might only manage a few pages before your head starts hurting. But as you read more, your brain gets used to the language. Suddenly, you can read for hours without fatigue. Your reading stamina improves naturally. Reason 6. Progress becomes visible. By the third or fourth book, you will notice you're reading faster and understanding more. That feeling of progress is addictive and keeps you motivated. Now, moving on to choosing the right books. Not every series works for every learner. There are 2 important things to consider. First, book level. Books for teenagers often have simpler language and are a perfect starting point. Adult books can be too dense at first. Second, your interest. Pick books you actually want to read. I'm learning Spanish through thrillers because I love thrillers and I already know the story. Motivation is key. If you want to understand the content, you will stick with it. Remember, the best book is the one you want to finish, not the one someone else recommends. How do you actually read a series in a foreign language without getting frustrated? First, don't look up every word. Aim for 80 to 90% comprehension. Sometimes even less is fine, as long as you don't get frustrated. Second, focus on flow, not perfection. Third, combine your reading with an audiobook, if possible. Fourth, rereading isn't cheating, it's strategy. I'm actually right now rereading my Spanish thriller the second time because I want to understand more. The goal isn't to understand everything. The goal is to understand enough to keep reading, building your foundation, and actually enjoying the story. This method works best for A2 to B2 learners. Absolute beginners might need graded readers first, or very simple children books or teenager books, and advanced learners might want full adult fiction, but almost anyone can benefit from the foundation building effect and the improved reading stamina that comes from a series. Some series are especially great for learners. I like to share 2 with you that I like to use, and both of them are widely translated into many languages, one more than the other, but we'll start with the famous Harry Potter. Harry Potter has a simple language at the start and gradually gets harder as they grow older, and it is in the same universe and has repeated vocabulary. And I think Harry Potter is the #1 translated book in many languages, so I think that's, if you don't find anything else, then that's the go. And I like Harry Potter. I know not everyone likes it, but I like it. Then the second book series is a series of unfortunate events, or Lemony Snicket. It has explicit definitions in the text, and the humor keeps you engaged and you can notice patterns, and it also has repetitive sentence structures. The key is that these books keep you reading while gradually pushing your language skills forward. So, which book series do you want to reread? Or are you already rereading in another language? Harry Potter, Lemony Snicket, or maybe a thriller? Comment below. I want to see your favorites and what's helping you learn.